Oh wait, I was gonna change my party. No, no! Where's the party selector? Oh, it's indoors. Three rogues. It's been good. Wonder why there's no music playing.
Didn't Radornis choose a successor? A nephew or something, wasn't it?
I heard he's taken off to Navarra. Refuses to return. Doesn't want anything to do with the throne. Or maybe the Venatori already got him too.
I wonder who Radornis' nephew is.
The demon of Virantium, huh? And they called you that before the demon.
Don't fight, I want the banter.
Enchanted bark arrow.
Time to
No! Darn it, fine, we'll fight, but I want that banter.
You were saying, you don't have that enchanted bark arrow in your quiver because you think it's pretty.
It is, though, isn't it? The red shimmer is the enfeebling magic, and the spike tip is designed to splinter inside the target.
Harding!
Very nice.
I thought you'd like that. I really hope I don't have to use it, though. Cost me a lot of gold.
Harding!
That's why you only have the one.
Well, I only need one. Especially from this close.
Harding, I didn't know how metal you could be, and oh my gosh, I love you even more. Harding, you're so cool.
More executions?
Oh. Hello. I can't even go past them. I want to stand on the platform. Oh, there we go. Up. Yeah. They have bags over their heads. So they died that way and they just left it hanging there? Wow.
And now a dragon. What's happening to this city? I heard some people lost their homes. I wish there was something I could do.
What could you do anyway? You're not a builder. You'd just get in the way. Let the Templars deal with it.
Let me grab some water. Oh, okay, good. I was like, I thought Harding looks so pretty. She's so cool. You only have one arrow. I only need the one. I thought you'd like it. The red essence is the debilitating magic, and then the excruciating magic. And then the spike tip makes it splinter when it enters the body. Okay.
Why did Morgan want to meet in Minrathous? Isn't she helping the Veil Jumpers in Arlathan?
I haven't seen her in Arlathan.
Indeed. But today we have a guest, and she needed the anonymity that only a city provides.
Another cameo.
Well, look who it is.
Good to see you, Lace.
Ah, the Inquisitor!
Rook, you remember how Varric and I served the Inquisition?
Yes.
Well, this
Woo!
is Inquisitor Llewellyn, the woman who let us
You here to help? Or are you taking over?
I'm not taking over. Solas fooled the Inquisition. He fooled me. Your team stopped him. and your team is dealing with the gods that escaped.
So you've heard about them.
She's like,
Morgan
you
hadn't
failed
told me
upwards.
about what you've accomplished since taking over for Varric. You've put together an impressive team, and you've got the best chance, maybe the only chance, to stop Elgernon and Gillenade.
Oh, can I say this is on you? Iskari would say that.
Sounds like I'm cleaning up your mess.
Rook.
It's Inquisition
No,
music.
This is my mess.
The Inquisition sealed the breach and stopped Corypheus. We saved the world.
We also left Southern Thedas vulnerable to Qunari invasion, as the Exalted Council showed.
That's true.
But the Inquisition didn't start the Mage Rebellion.
Doesn't matter.
We didn't start any of this.
We did our best, but our best had consequences. When those consequences became apparent, I turned the Inquisition over to the Chantry rather than create even bigger political problems. Too many leaders claim credit while avoiding responsibility. I won't be one of them. So, Rook, I am asking you to help me clean up my mess.
Okay.
And while you do so, Rook, the Inquisitor will do her best to ensure that the rest of the world remains
Yeah, she better be doing
intact.
something. I mean, besides...
A daunting prospect, given that most of the South is under siege
What?
by Darkspawn.
It's that bad?
If not for the Inquisitor, the South would have collapsed completely. She has not been idle while you assembled your
I'm like,
team.
yeah, she better not be idle. Like, I know she deserves a break after everything that happened in Inquisition. But that was... Inquisition happened across, I think, 2 years, maybe 3. That's it. I need to know about the South's condition.
I thought the gods were mostly active up here. It's really that bad in the south?
Elgernon and Gillenade have indeed restricted their activities to the north. But the forces they deployed to the south, the strange new Darkspawn, have spread fear and corruption greater than any blight in
Ah,
history.
yes, a proper
Darkspawn
blight.
had cut through the center of
Because the
Orlais.
5th blight was just
Valvereo
a
and Halamshiral are barely
blip
holding out.
compared to how
Ferelden would have
horrible the
fallen
others
already
were.
If not for help from Orzammar. With Denerim lost,
Oh,
the
what?
Ferelden's are holding the line at Redcliffe.
Redcliffe
The
is
Free
at...
Marches have the worst of it.
What's the name?
Acting Viscount Aveline
Callahan
Valrin
had
led
the
the
lake.
evacuation of Kirkwall.
Acting
She's taken
Viscount
the people and
Aveline.
what's left of her army to help Prince
Starkhaven?
Harold keep Starkhaven.
So much is happening.
I
What?
didn't know. My mom.
Don't worry. I talked to the Divine, and your mother's safe with the Inquisition.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's what
The
connections do
Inquisition
for
might
you.
just be an arm of the Chantry now. But we've still done our part to get people to fight this threat together.
I'm glad the
Again,
Inquisition still
South
has
is my
relevancy
problem,
then.
Not yours, Rook. You stop the gods.
Because I worked so
and
hard
I'll
building
make
up the
sure the rest of
Inquisition, and
Thedas
people are like,
doesn't fall to the
oh,
blood.
we don't need the Inquisition anymore, you guys suck. And I'm like, what? You can only say that because I helped you
If the
with
south is in such turmoil,
saving the world.
why come up here just to talk? And how did you get here so
Probably an
fast?
Illuvian.
Did you think you were the only one to unlock the secrets of the Illuvians?
Morgan helped the Inquisition use the Illuvians to travel.
While I lack
We
the
didn't
dreadful
really
sphere of us,
travel with the
I may
Illuvians. I
still
think we used
scurry
it like
between
twice.
the walls of this world to be where I might do the most good. The Inquisitor asked to meet you, and I thought it might help you to meet her.
I think the only time I used Illuvians frequently was in Trespasser, and Morgan was absent. I need an army. That's what a Grey Warden would say.
I have a team, but not much in the way of forces. If there's any military support you can spare.
I'm sorry. Our forces in the south are stretched thin already. And I'm afraid the Grey Warden leadership doesn't think much more highly of me than they do of you.
The Inquisitor did not come all this way to leave you with
Yeah, she
empty
better
words,
not.
However, she brought something no one else could.
Actually,
A
I
wolf
could also
statuette.
bring that.
We've found others like it in the crossroads. Where'd you find yours?
Don't tell
I
me
found it right
keepsake.
around the time Solas's ritual failed, when he was pulled
What?
into fate.
Why would it
We've
manifest near
examined the
you?
magic, and it's tied to the veil. To him. Somehow.
Solas is ancient, and his magic is part of him in a way far beyond that of mortals. I suggest you take it to the crossroads and see if something in the lighthouse calls to it. Perhaps it will yield some insight into your new ally.
Good, I don't trust him.
I appreciate it. Solas has been helpful while he's trapped in the Fade. But anything that can help me get inside his head will help counter him getting inside mine.
Wisely spoken. Solas rarely lies directly, but he finds ways to weave the truth into a noose you find yourself
That's
wearing.
a good writing.
Solas was important to me.
Ah!
If this statuette helps me understand him, if it uncovers something that...
Ah!
Honestly, I don't know. I wish I did, but this feels like a part of him. And whatever he and I once were, I hope, it might help you.
We should go, Inquisitor. The armies in the south need you.
Right.
I just noticed her prosthetic
Party.
hand. That's
Stay
cool.
sharp. You're my eyes in the north.
Always, Inquisitor.
Rook, good luck. If I come across anything else that can help, you'll be the first to know.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. That was... I just got like... Bam, 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 bam. Like I got slammed with so much information. I was reminded of Lavellen. She looks so good. Like she looks
Back to the lighthouse for a bit.
similar enough to my Lavellen from Inquisition with the voice that I used for her at the time. I think I can use this wolf statue now. Oh my gosh, this is so hard. Let me walk around a bit to see if any banter triggers, and then I'll...
I wasn't expecting to see a resurgence of the Venatori. Venatori, shadow dragons, all they do is make things complicated for the rest of us.
At least the shadow dragons are good.
Don't believe it. Both ideologies are just excuses for brawling in the streets.
This should
I guess-
never happen. Not anywhere.
Yeah, I guess banter's not triggering. I'll just head back to the lighthouse.
Rook, just got word. First Warden's calling everyone back to Weishaupt.
Oh, what?
Everyone except us, seems like.
Oh.
Guess the First Warden holds a grudge.
Obviously.
Calling wardens back from all over Thedas is a big step. Did he give any reason why?
Not exactly, but I've heard rumors of a massive Darkspawn horde on the move. Even hearing there's an archdemon with them.
Oh, revenge!
The other archdemons are dead. Only Razakale and Lusakon live. So which one is it?
No one has a good look yet. Makes it hard to tell. Rook, if the gods have an archdemon, Warden lore says archdemons only show up during a blight. Doesn't say anything about elven gods. Seems
Yeah.
like the rules have changed, and we're going in blind. We need to know what we're up against.
I'll talk to Solas. See if he knows anything about any of this. Make
Great.
sure the others are ready to move.
Oh, I kind of like how Davrin is my next in command. Wait, I was gonna use message from the front. Message from the front, the fight for the South. Rook, though the circumstances prompting our meeting were perhaps not what either of us would have chosen, I'm glad we did meet. I've heard of you through Varric, of course, and Harding spoke and continues to speak highly of you. However, the greatest vote of confidence came from Morrigan. She's always had a knack for spotting those who might shift the foundations of the world, even if they don't know it yet. So it was she who suggested we meet, and as always, heeding her counsel proved to be the wisest decision. You know, in Inquisition, the Inquisitor didn't really have a bond with Morrigan. I don't know why Morrigan's so highlighted in this game. Anyway, unfortunately, I send grim tidings. The echoes of Solas' ritual and the escape of the gods ring across the south, and the smell of war is heavy in the air. In Orlais, a splinter faction of the nobility has made common cause with the Venatori and launched an assault on both the royal forces of Orlais and the border keeps of Ferelden. Great. And Tom Corsairs harassed shipping out of Ostwick. And Ostwick! That was what I was talking about. The location where Lord Seeker Lucius's confrontation occurs in Inquisition. And in the far southern wilds, blight has emerged once more. Darkspawn in great numbers have been spotted near the ruins of Ostagar. But I told you to leave the south to me, and I stand by that. I share this news not to ask for help, but to remind you that you and your people are not alone. Where is the hero of Ferelden? The gods stir up the greatest evils in Thedas, yet its people stand stalwart and resolute. Take care of the gods in the north, and I'll make sure that the south handles itself. And when this is all over, we'll drink to victory. First round's on me. Yours? The Inquisitor? Who signs off? That's the first time I've seen that. I've never seen anyone sign off that way. Yours? Period? Yours? Okay, I have a new entry. A letter to Dorian! Sparkler, this is from Varric. Sparkler, thanks for the book recommendations. I can use something to take my mind off things. The end of the Inquisition left the Divine with a pretty big army and nobody to fight. Choir boy, Cullen, up in Starkhaven, keeps trying to persuade her to call an exalted march. Oh, sorry, choir boy is in Sebastian. Up in Starkhaven, keeps trying to persuade her to call an exalted march against Solas. Sebastian always was good for a laugh. Of course, the city-states of the Free Marches all hate each other, and half of them are trying to get the Chantry to back their long-standing grudge against the other half, and everyone's nervous. I don't envy the Divine or what's left of the Inquisition, trying to keep the peace. Give May my love, would you? It'll be a while before I can make a trip to Minrathous again. This is an old letter. And she's the only family I've got left that I'm still speaking to. Varric. Varric! He mentioned May! That's so sweet! Okay, was this any good? I'll maintain my current warden armor. I like it. Nothing with my... Okay. Where is everyone? What's this? Oh, yes! I want to do that first. Belara is outside, I think on the balcony. Okay. Everyone has something to say. Interesting. Well, first let me do this one. Where am I going? Find a way to use this wolf statuette in the lighthouse. I have a lot, actually. I have a couple. So it should be statuettes. Mural! Mural! Ooh! Ow.
You cannot do this, Algernon. You swore that we would give up our commands when this horrific war was over.
Our people need our leadership. If you're unwilling, leave.
Our people must rebuild, and we must help unite them.
So we did not
Mythal's
fight for freedom,
evil,
but
I
to
knew it.
conquer this land and our own.
We fought to win, and now the Evanuris are as gods. I do not answer to Mythal's annoying lapdog.
The people are afraid. They must believe in something.
And that's why you allow slavery, Mythal. Yeah, whatever.
They need gods who can protect them.
We are not gods. You will learn that.
Every lapdog hides a wolf inside.
Is that supposed to be an insult? Or is he saying, like, every lapdog is... their true nature is just feral? Wait, those asterisks underneath Elgranon and Mythal were the same ones in Inquisition's Trespasser DLC that indicated Titan cores, basically. Or hearts.
I believe we have experienced a memory in
Oh,
each
this is
of our
like in
native
Origins when
languages.
you find
Not just any memory. One of the dreadfuls.
like an elven
and the
ruins
mages who declared themselves
crypt,
gods. Well,
and
mine and
when you
Davrin's.
read a tablet, it's technically an ancient elven, but it conveys its intent, its meaning to you, no matter which origin you're playing. So even if you're like dwarven from Orzammar, or you're a human noble, you still understand what the tablet's saying, even though it's in like ancient elven or something. So it seems like this memory operated the same way. Interesting, Belara said, my gods, well, mine and Davrin's. I thought she said she doesn't believe in the gods anymore. She could be just saying, like, my gods as in the one that culturally my culture follows, and then, of course, Davrin too, because he's Dalish. What does this get us?
Anyone see anything in that memory we can use?
Elgranon was hungry for power. Did anything he could to get it, and to hold on to it.
Then Solas, furious at Elganon's installing himself as a despot, started his rebellion.
There's another moving part in this. Mythal. She was keeping the peace.
Mythal and Solas were close.
Keeping the peace.
The
She was
Inquisition
compromising. It
frowned
doesn't make her
upon
good,
Mythal,
though.
And there were wolf statues everywhere.
Then she
They're
sided with
friends.
Elgranon over him. A betrayal.
Yeah, no. I side with Solas on this. I hate Mythal.
It sounded like Solas was loyal to Mythal. What did Elgranon call him? Mythal's lapdog? And then she grabs power alongside Elgranon instead of standing for her principles. I'd be angry too.
Angry enough to start a rebellion?
That's not how he'd see it. He didn't destroy the world. Elgranon did. Solas did what he considered necessary to stop him.
Solas would try to justify what he did, but he'd also blame himself for what happened.
He like
Perhaps these
blames
murals aren't simply
the
memories.
world's
They're what Solas wishes to forget.
His regrets.
decaying
That
state
means they're a way to learn his weak points.
on Elgranon.
Why are we worried about Solas? He's trapped.
Right. But the Dread Wolf was the god of trickery. He's looking for a way out. Bet on it.
Yeah, I agree.
Meanwhile,
Good
keep
thing.
your
Yeah,
eyes open
'cause
in the
good thing she said that because I'm like, yeah,
If
that's
there's a way to
so true.
restore the rest of these murals, Solas would have kept it in his hideaway.
I would have been concerned
It'd
if
be
no
nice
one
to get
in
inside
the
his head for a
Veilguard
change.
mentioned like Solas is gonna try to work himself out, you know. Work himself out, break himself out. Sorry. View a memory in the lighthouse. I thought it was only in the crossroads you could do that. View regret. Another mural. What is that? Ah.
I was not certain you would come.
You were the one who walked away. I never turned my back
Oh yeah, sure, Mythal. Yeah, well, sure. Gaslighting. You walked away first.
Impossible. The blight is safely sealed away forever.
I like Mythal's voice actor though.
I have sensed the breaking of the wards.
I will investigate your claims. If they forget the danger of the blight, I will endeavor to remind them.
What if, instead, you left the Evanuris and remained with me? Do you not wish for freedom from this struggle?
Be at peace, love. I will stop them.
She like his mother, or she like views Solas as her child. So at least Mythal acknowledges how bad the blight is. Like, you know, everyone should agree the blight is horrible. It's only like Elgranon and Gillian right now
Did
are like,
Mythal call Solas love in that memory?
yeah.
That's what it sounded like.
So they were doing it.
The elven
What?
gods were free with their emotions.
Hold on a minute. No, Leandra Hawk calls Hawk love
Feels
because that's
romantic to
her
us, but
child.
That wasn't really how it was. Back then, I mean.
I'm glad Balara intervened. She's like,
They were doing it.
Tosh, it does not. Love does not always mean romantic, okay? I don't think so, and ick.
As someone who has Solas talking in my dreams, I'm with Balara.
Yes.
I just can't see Solas carrying on a secret affair with Mythal.
Yeah.
Can't because you don't think he would, or can't because you don't want to think about it while he's in your head?
How about both?
Yes. So the Dread Wolf goes to Mythal. They might be fighting, but they have history.
And he warns her about the other gods using the Blight. That's more important than his rebellion. It's like kingdoms coming together when an archdemon rises.
Yeah.
Mythal didn't think it was possible. She said the blight was sealed away. There's an old legend about it. Davrin, the one with Andrul's armor. Not sure it matters.
Envelope of the Void, Armor of the Void. Oh.
We're deep in elven lore already. What's the legend say?
Right. Well, Andrul was the goddess of the hunt. She put on armor, magic armor, made of something called the Void. Drove her mad.
I remember this one. The other gods were afraid Andrul would turn on them. She was doing all kinds of horrible things, causing plagues. Does sound like the Blight.
Well, it all ends with Mythal fighting Andrul. After, Mythal turned into a dragon.
She what? Why didn't you start with that?
Anyway, she took Andrul's armor away. Then Andrul's madness left, and peace returned.
Intriguing. So it's possible Andrul stumbled onto the magic of the Blight.
And when Andrul went mad,
Wait,
Mythal took
what?
it from her and locked it away.
Until someone started
The
using
void
it again.
is void equals blight? What? What about my theories? What about the Anvil of the Void and... Wait, actually... Maybe I theorized wrong. Because Samson was wearing in Inquisition. If you side with the mages, Samson is Corypheus' right-hand man. And he fights you wearing armor made of like red lyrium, except it doesn't debilitate him like the red lyrium seems to debilitate the rest of the red, like the Templars, the Red Templars and such. So there was something unique about that armor, and so does the Void actually equal Blight? Because then why in Origins does Paragon Karadin's creation, the Anvil of the Void, why would he call it Anvil of the Void? You know, like capital V? I thought like the connection between Andrul's armor, the Legend of Andrul's armor, and Samson's armor with red lyrium, and then the Anvil of the Void. I thought there was some connection in like how Andrul in mythology was said to descend to the depths of the earth and found or crafted armor that was of the Void. Like essentially she didn't have that armor of the Void until she descended to the earth hunting for even more, because she was obsessed with hunting. She was like crazy. And then it like changed her. So I thought that since the Anvil of the Void is the one that allows dwarven souls to be used and transferred into like golem bodies, that the Void was something like that, like the control of the soul, because Samson wasn't really going as mad as quickly as like the Red Templars were because of his strange armor. Oh, maybe I was completely wrong. Maybe Void really does mean Blight. And then Karadin just decided to name his Anvil the Anvil of the Void, not really knowing that Void equals Blight. Oh, I don't know. I just don't know.
The Blight's one of the only things that really scares Solas. He came to Mythal afraid.
And she took it seriously too.
So Mythal goes off to investigate what Solas says. Then what? It's too clean.
Seems plenty messy with them doing it.
But this isn't just a memory.
They're not doing it.
It's something Solas wanted to hide. What's the crime? What did we see here that he feels guilty about?
I think I might know. When the Inquisitor was saving the world from the breach, she met Mythal.
What? Like in a dream?
It was complicated. She helped the Inquisition. There was a magic pond and a dragon. Nice. The point is, she also said the other elven gods betrayed her, killed her.
Okay, sorry, point of order. If they killed Mythal, how was she still around to help the Inquisition?
Elven god magic? She'd spent centuries gathering strength and sharing people's bodies, I think.
If it was a truly benign possession, that speaks to her character.
Or, not benign, or, instead of benign, it just goes, she plans in the long term. She plays the long game. I honestly think Mythal in the next game might be the big bad. Because I feel like she's like manipulative, worse than Solas. I don't know. Especially because like last we know, she was possessing Flemeth until Solas took her essence so that he would be as powerful as if he had his orb unlocked. Except Corypheus decided to go off and do his own thing. But anyway, he blames himself for her death. I thought he has Solas, pick a struggle. You already have so much stuff to deal with and be guilty of, honestly. Yeah. I'm not gonna call her a good god. She's not. Don't like
So
her.
there's the shame Solas wanted to erase.
I like
He
the
blames
funny
himself
thing is
for
I like
Mythal's
Flemeth
murder.
more than I like Mythal right
It's
now.
not just that she died.
What do you mean, Tosh?
It's... Ugh. There was stuff he wanted to tell her, but he waited too long, and then she was dead. He never got to make it right.
I wonder if Tosh
Twist
hesitated
you
like
up.
that because she's thinking of
That's
what
it.
she wants to tell her mom.
There's our crime.
Doesn't really tell us anything.
I really
we
feel
can
like
use, though.
We know more than we did. That's something.
I really feel
Then
like
I guess
Solas
we
and
keep our
Mythal were
eyes open if we
romantic.
come across more of these
Because
memories.
is it so strange for a parent to call their child not? Is it so strange for a parent to call their child love? I've heard it plenty.
You dare to try to cage us, jealous of our growing power.
You will pay the final price for this betrayal.
We warned you not to use the Blight. For this, and for Mythal, I sentence you to sleep in exile ever after. Your own lives will form the veil that keeps the horror.
I kind of wish this was a cutscene and not a mural. This would have been so cool. The music is Inquisition too. Oh!
So he locked the gods away and created a veil between this world and the Fade. I mean, they were terrible, no question. But what he did, it didn't just stop them. It destroyed our culture, our world.
Yeah, it broke up
It
Elvenon.
wasn't just to stop them. It was to stop the Blight. We've seen how bad Elgernon and Gillenade are. Imagine all 7 corrupted gods running wild.
So he created the veil just to keep the elven gods locked in their prison?
Yes.
I like that Lacanus is just hanging around off
Was the creation
the edge of Embrick's chair.
You heard him yelling. That's not the sound of a ritual going right.
What do you think, Rook?
Eh? I understand Solas' fear.
Davrin and I have fought the Blight for years. It's terrifying. Watching the gods poison his
I've been in the
his
Order for
people.
years and I'm still
I
Junior
understand
Warden.
why Solas would do anything to stop it.
I know, Rook. I'm not denying that. I wish there'd been
I'm
a
not-
better way.
I'm
That's all.
not disagreeing with
So
you,
does he.
Balara.
This isn't a memory he's proud of.
I had another question, and I'm sorry, maybe this doesn't matter, but Solas trapped the blighted gods in an ancient elven building, right?
That's what it looks like. Maybe a palace? Fancier than what I've seen in Arlethan, at least.
And then, the Magisters were lured into the Fade. They broke in, which let the Blight escape, and turned
What?
the Golden City black.
No,
Right,
I
so the
reject
Black
this.
City hangs in the Fade, a little reminder of their mistakes. What's wrong, Lace?
I reject the idea that the
just
Black City is just a
the
part of
chant of light
ancient
says
Elven.
that
Why
the
does everything
Maker
have to be
built
elves?
for them the Golden
Ugh.
City, the center of all creation. But if the Golden City was an ancient elven palace, then the Maker didn't build it. The elves did.
Oh my
The
gosh.
chant of light is Andraste's vision.
Everything isn't.
But it
Everything
sounds
doesn't
like
have to be
it's
elves. Ugh.
wrong.
You're asking if we just disproved the entire Andrastian faith.
Did we?
Okay, as someone of faith, I am just ugh. Faith is a relationship between you and your God. It's not, for me, it's not something defined strictly by what people say, what you see in the world around you. It's a relationship, so it's something different. I don't want to be the one. It feels wrong for Rook to be the one to decide how Harding's spiritual state is like. Because faith is very personal. I don't want to say don't let this shake you, because that implies that she could lose faith at any moment, like she's teetering off at the knife's edge. The lessons are what matter kind of discounts how important she takes her faith. My Rook does not believe in the Maker. She's cute and Kunari the way I'm playing her. Speak as someone who does not believe in the Maker. Put aside questions of the Maker. Do not give a personal view regarding belief in the Maker. Share Harding's belief and anxiety at learning this. Confirm continued belief in the Maker. Don't let this shake you almost sounds like speak as someone who does not believe in the Maker. What if I put her down? Like, I respect people having their own faith. Do not give a personal view regarding belief. No, this is the best option.
The Maker was never my faith, Lace.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't think
that's what I
you have
intended.
to give it up.
But what they taught us was just wrong. What if the Maker just
Personally, I'm going to
doesn't
say
exist?
Chant of Light might be wrong, but it's been made and changed by people over 1,000 years.
There was a whole verse
Meta.
about an elf named Shartan.
That's so true too, Shartan.
So maybe the Golden
So
Seal
anyway,
was meant as a metaphor, or maybe it was added because of politics. That might change the history, but it doesn't have to change your whole faith.
The Dalish clans are struggling with the same thing. What do we keep? What do we lose?
The elven gods, the Maker. No matter who you light a candle to, you've got some hard questions to ask yourself right now.
Doctrine is not the truth. It is one of many paths to the truth.
I recognize the sentiment, though not the specific quote. Who said that?
My mother.
Ah.
Questions of faith aside, we have some very real gods that still need killing.
Why do I low-key ship Emmerich and Lucanus just because they're sitting/standing next to each other? Lucanus just hanging around by Emrich's shoulder.
You have so long observed the world.
No.
Why not consider joining it?
No. What? This theory is true? This is such an old theory back when people were reacting to Sarah's lines and banter.
Dorian gives us the strength we had when we were of the Fade.
What?
The best of physical
No, I
and
don't like this theory being correct.
I need your wisdom, Solas.
Ew,
To withstand the
no.
louder voices who would go too far, like Elganon.
I hate this.
I need you.
I reject this.
This is madness. You must know
Ugh.
that. I will always follow where you go.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Solas' loyalty broke him.
This is astounding.
Ugh.
Ancient elves were spirits who
I hate this.
voluntarily
I
manifested a
reject
physical
this.
form.
Ugh.
I'd rather go back to talking about the Blight.
Same, Davrin? 100%.
Lucanus. Could Spite turn into an elf?
No.
Sorry. What?
He's like, no. If Lucanus, if Lucanus somehow, if Rook helps Lucanus somehow give Spite a body, like manifest a body, would that make Spite? I can imagine Rook going up to Lucanus and going, "Hey, Lucanus," like when Rook finds a way to separate Spite from him, she's like, "Hey, Lucanus, you want to give birth to a child?" He'd be like, "What?" She's like, "It's gonna be an elven child, and their name will be Spite." And he's like, "Oh, okay, I get it now. But why'd you say it that way?" Sorry, but what? Oh, I hate this. Yeah. I'm not crying. I'm upset. Ugh.
This is... I don't even know what this is. And I'm not even an elf. I can't imagine what you and Davrin must be feeling.
Let's not open a can of worms.
Fine.
He's like, I'm not
We're
thinking about it.
spirits. What does this even mean? Could I accidentally banish myself?
To be clear, this memory only shows that the first elves originated from spirits. Balara, you and Davrin are no more spirits than anyone else conceived naturally.
Conceived naturally? Guess I'll go ask my mother.
The knowledge that an entire people were formed from a mass manifestation could change our
Oh,
entire
Emmerich, let's
understanding
not
of
go
magic.
there yet. The world
If we let it
already...
Is that the right call?
No, not
Do you
right now.
want bigoted humans yelling about how elves are demons?
Oh, yeah,
Davrin's
even
got a
worse.
point. World's not short on small-minded humans.
Nobody would buy it. People have bigger worries.
I don't think people will care right now. We got evil gods trying to destroy the world.
Evil elven blighted gods. Don't forget.
We have to tell someone, though. Strife and Irulan, at least.
If I told Thea and Viago, they'd think I was sampling Viago's poison collection. No one would believe us.
Okay, we keep this to people we trust who have good reason to know. No shouting it from the rooftops.
Yeah.
Agreed. The Morn Watch has a great deal of experience keeping dangerous secrets.
Yeah, I agree. We
So
need the Morn
beyond
Watch's
the
support,
world-shaking
especially because they're the
stuff,
Fate experts right
what
now.
else did we learn here? Solas himself was a spirit.
Oh my
What
gosh.
kind do you think he was?
Pride.
Well, his name is Elvin for pride.
Oh, okay.
There's something else. Not about spirits, or not all about them at least. Solas didn't want to become a person with a physical body.
Ugh.
Right. He only agreed after Mythal begged him.
Ugh.
Then that's his regret. He wishes he'd never taken physical
This
form.
changes
Maybe,
all of the
but not just
Solas'
that.
lines
Solas
talking
was
about
scared.
spirits.
They built their bodies out of lyrium, and it made the ground shake.
Titans. Those idiots! This started the war. The war against Titans. I'm upset though. I want to say this.
They were so happy about gaining the lyrium's power that they didn't notice it came from the Titans.
Or didn't care.
The first memory we saw, with Elgarnon seizing power, it happened at the end of a war.
A war between the Titans and the elves.
Those power-hungry bastards.
Yeah.
It feels like we still don't have the full picture. But I think that's part of what Solas regrets. He didn't see the danger.
Except he did. He was worried. You said it yourself.
He did it for Mythal. Everything that followed, he could have prevented, if he just told her no.
And he's got a war on his conscience. Plus whatever we find next.
Ugh. No. I always thought of Solas as a person. Llewellyn, you bonded with a weird thing. I mean, Solas just got less attractive. I'm so sorry, Solas, but really? Really? Why is this the theory that has to be right? Why of all the theories that the fandom has had about all this, why does this one have to be the one that's right? Oh my gosh.
Have you created what we need?
With this, the proper ritual will sunder every Titan from its spirit.
Oh my gosh.
But
From
you
its
must
spirit?
know those severed dreams will certainly be driven mad. A disembodied blight of
Dreams.
pain and anger.
So what? Were they like connected to the fate? Because you know what? I'm so open-minded right now after what happened with that other revelation. Like I'm like anything could be possible. Oh my gosh. But Thal's like, I need your wisdom, Solas. He's like, fine, I'll become human, essentially.
Killed the Titans.
And she's like, great, now make a weapon. And he's like, wait, what?
He cut away their dreams and left them.
But you want me to do something good to help you? You want me to do something
Me in the halls
awful?
of Skyhold for a year. He made polite conversation, and he knew.
Wow.
He knew what he did.
Oh my gosh. I mean, oh my gosh. I don't think he Solas, for him, walking around in the world after waking up from Muthanera, he's like, wow, this is all my fault. The entire world is my fault. So he does feel guilty. But I'm upset for Harding, too. How like him, though, to not say anything. It was only with Llewellyn where he nearly revealed the truth. And instead he talked about the Valasleen. Like, it was so close, but only with Llewellyn. And she's like, you never let anyone get close. And then Solas told Llewellyn, like, you got closer
and he
than
thinks of a
most.
solution that has huge, horrible knock-on effects. And then he does it anyway. Because there's no way anybody else
That's
can
so
do something
true,
better.
Rook, though. That's so true,
It's
Rook.
okay that he did incalculable damage to the world.
Yes, exactly.
Sad, you see?
That's the core of him as a villain.
No wonder regret eats away at Solas.
No, it's worse than that. That isn't what Solas regrets. Those severed dreams will be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger.
Oh. It's like if the Titan's spirit
Warden hears the calling.
got sundered or something, then the blight is like the demon version of the Titan spirit. What?
Of the Titans.
We think of the blight as this monstrous force with no mercy, no compassion, evil incarnate. Instead, it's a caged animal, mistreated and imprisoned for centuries, until all it knows is fear.
This is so much lore dump. My mind is like melting. What about Darkspawn? No, that's easy. I could just think of the demon version of Titan spirits, if it's run rampant almost, and like used by Algernon as like blighted magic, whatever. Algernon Gillenane. Then, especially Gillenane actually, like if she manipulated the blight and stuff, I can see her creating Darkspawn. It's even canon based on this game. They said like she was experimenting. So I don't need to ask about Darkspawn, that's pretty simple. And I know that the Bioware is trying to move away from brood mothers. They're trying not to mention it anymore. I wonder if that means they're almost retconned, which is really hard because of Origins. And the Origins DLC that I can't remember right now. Awakening. But first, what Rook cares is, can we fix the blight? Yeah.
If the blight is the Titan's dreams, can we... I don't know, heal it? Bring it back from all that anger?
I'm afraid I have no idea. In theory, it would be possible to restore dreams to the Titans.
You can't set it free before it's healed. You'd have blighted Titans laying waste to the entire world.
The Titans are a problem.
The Titans are like a hive mind, so it's like limiting to call the blight the demon version.
To look me in the eye.
It's just like
answer for what
the blight, essentially.
Each of these memories has been a deeper
So
regret, and almost all of them involve Mythal.
Large
One mural
and
left to uncover
powerful,
by my count.
essentially.
If we find it, we'll see what's worse than this.
Oh my gosh. My mind is melting out of my ears. I do not... I'm like trying to keep up with all these revelations. I don't even know what I want to see from this next mural. Holy moly. And like, look at this. Is that... What is that? A huge alluvian? I'm so scared of what I'll find. Wait a minute. Huge alluvian. I should have looked at the murals before I put the statuette there. Because like... These murals are not faded out. Paint doesn't look like that when it erodes from time. And this is the lighthouse. I don't think... I almost want to say, were these not whacked out murals, but like struck out or washed? What is it called when you try to like wash off paint? It kind of looks like that because sometimes some pigmentation will stay on. And all the statues in the lighthouse, Mythal and Solas statues, I had to make them face each other to unlock the music room, which had the duet musical piece, which, I mean, it could be that Solas and Mythal, I don't know, maybe that duet thing was written about them by Solas or whatever. And yet, does that mean if Solas had access to this lighthouse, he made all the statues, like after waking up, he made all the statues of Mythal and Solas look away from each other. It locks up the music room, doesn't care about that. Like, he paints about the Inquisition in the music room and then he locks it up, you know, along with any reminder of Mythal. He like scrubs all these murals off to not think about his regrets. Like, I wonder if it's like... I don't know. I'm thinking so many things at once, it's hard to verbalize.
I knew that you would find me, Soon enough.
Flemeth!
You need the power of
Why
the
did they
god,
use Flemeth's
the
voice?
strength that I alone still carry.
Why did they use this
The
Mythal's
blighted
voice
Evaneris
instead
will
of
soon break
Flemeth?
free from their prison.
What?
I must make a stronger one that can contain
His
them.
outfit from Inquisition.
While the prison is important, it is not the only goal you seek.
Why should I not tear down the veil and bring back immortality to all the elven people? They deserve it.
The elven people of today do not deserve to see the world they love be torn apart to salve your conscience.
What? Does Mythal think that way?
What I have broken.
I didn't think Mythal thought that way. I thought she would have just, you know,
As am I,
she wants to manipulate the world as it is right now, you know, to gain power. I mean, that was my theory. Also, that border, that circular border around them resembles the one
Solus
where
killed
there's
Mythal?
a mural of
After all
Solus
that?
locking the
Is this
gods
another
away.
memory from a different time?
No.
Not the mural in
He
the
wore
lighthouse,
that
the mural
same
in
outfit
Inquisition.
Inquisition. We knew Solus woke up in this world without most of his power. Now we know how he got
Oh,
it
now
back.
we're learning.
By
Now
killing
they're
the only
learning
other
in
god
game.
around and stealing her power.
Yeah.
All that epic magic and godly power. In the end, it comes down to love and murder.
Not romantic,
Same
Glove.
as always.
He needs to be right. I don't think he needs to be right. He told Solus told the Inquisitor, if you are friends with him and not romantically involved, he's like, you can tell him, Solus. He could be like, I hope that I can be wrong one more time. I would love for the chance to be proven wrong. That's essentially what he tells a befriended Inquisitor. He doesn't need to be right. He's just doing what he thinks is the best thing to do with the circumstances, even though that's, you know. Rook summarized it really well earlier. I love Rook going off. All right. He did not love her. He definitely blamed her with the whole lyrium thing. And then she broke off and she's like, I'm going to become the queen of the elves now, alongside Elgranon. Oh my gosh.
So we've got all the Dreadwolf's deep, dark secrets. Anything we can use?
He's being honest about fighting the Blight. Whatever happens, he won't risk letting it back out into the world.
Agreed. But he has a plan to escape that prison, and not one we'll like.
Yeah, I don't know
He
what it'll
turned on
be.
Mythal, the one person he was actually loyal to.
Yeah.
There's no way he won't turn on us.
Yeah, so true. And the Inquisitor.
Was
He
once.
turned on the Inquisitor.
He might be able to possess someone, affect minds, all
Oh,
the
I
things
don't
spirits
know if
do.
he can do that,
He
though.
created the veil. His very nature is tied to it. That will be a source of strength, but also a potential weakness.
Mythal has him all messed up. Anything about her or Elgranon is gonna make him angry. Sloppy.
Solus thinks he knows what's best for everyone. Anything he does, he'll do while telling himself he's the hero.
I don't want to say he's smart, but we know him, because that is the height of arrogance to believe that. He's wrong, but not evil. He's a gray character. In the sense that I can't purely define him as only white or black. That works for now.
That gives us something to start from. Elgranon and Gillenane are the two big problems right now. But when Solus makes his move, we'll be ready.
Caretaker.
You have witnessed the
Protector's tale.
Almost to its end.
Almost. What, is there another
Almost.
statue?
How can there be more?
When the mighty fall, their echoes cross the ages. An audience is warranted. Speak with your visitor. She awaits you in the crossroads.
Oh, great. Okay, I need to use the bathroom, so I need to pause here.